What's up, investors? Today we are talking about a new way to invest, and I know many of you may have already invested in cryptocurrencies, but for those of you that aren't aware, just like the stock market, there are other markets where you can buy cryptocurrencies, and these are, in the simplest form, decentralized digital money designed to be used over the internet. So no matter how much you try to remain suspicious about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more, there are always some companies who come up with clear-cut, unquestionable answers to all of our questions. And one of these companies is Coinbase. Coinbase is a secure platform that makes it easy to buy, sell, and store cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum. They have $355 billion in quarterly volume traded with over 56 million verified users. And because we never know how or when technology or virtual currency will take over our traditional currency, why not profit on the adoption of it by taking a look at if Coinbase is a good investment or not? So this is definitely one way to benefit from the adoption of cryptocurrencies without actually buying cryptocurrencies. So let's not keep you waiting any longer and begin with a complete analysis of Coinbase. So exactly 2 months ago, on April 14th, 2021, the company was brought public and it was priced at $250 a share. And then the stock shot up nearly 72% up to around $429 before closing its first day of trading at $329, up still 31% for a valuation of $87 billion. So if you don't know, it's almost always best not to buy on the IPO day because there's always so much hype with these stocks, and when they IPO or come to the market, the price usually shoots up and then it comes down to settle within about 6 months. So in this case, it's only been about 2 months, but I'd say the stock is getting very attractive as it's fallen over 30% from its highs, and we can definitely need a complete analysis of this stock. So Cathie Wood, who manages the world's largest actively traded ETF, has been returning an average of 40% annually over the past 5 years, which is phenomenal, and she's been buying Coinbase since its IPO and on every major dip. So I just want you guys to know what type of opportunity is here, and of course analyst estimates are only literally estimates, so this doesn't mean it's going to reach this price, it's just what they think based on fundamentals and trends. So on TipRanks, it's rated by 15 analysts, giving it a price target of $388, which is roughly a 70% upside. And if we look at what some of the other analysts are projecting this stock to get to, well, some are actually saying it's projecting $650 or $600, and that's a 190% increase. So what's actually so good about this stock? Well, that's next, and before we begin, I put in a lot of time and effort into these videos for you guys, and all I ask for in return is that you guys hit the like and subscribe button, and in return, you guys stay updated with all the latest information, so it's a win-win situation. There's literally no cost of hitting those buttons. So back to Coinbase now. Coinbase is the largest US cryptocurrency exchange. It lists about 50 different cryptocurrencies for trading, led by Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin is the largest digital coin by market value and is up more than 70% so far this year, and Ethereum, which is the second largest, has more than tripled in 2021. So Coinbase charges fees of several percentage points to deposit funds and trade, which is one of the main ways that the company makes money. So roughly 90% of the company's revenue as of 2020 came from transaction fees from trading and services like storage. So once the initial hype dies down, crypto enthusiasts are likely to slow down with opening their wallets and to buy these digital coins. So accordingly, until we see a ramp up in cryptocurrency markets once again, it's hard to see the growth story continue for exchanges like Coinbase. And I still believe that Bitcoin has further to fall. Right now it's sitting at around 47,000. It hit a high of around 81,000 Canadian. So this is just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I definitely see the long-term outlook for cryptocurrencies evolving. And this doesn't even matter if Bitcoin falls or not, because Coinbase's profits aren't related or correlated to the price of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Rather, they're related to the volume of transactions and other uses of cryptocurrencies. So Coinbase charges roughly 1.5% on many retail trades. So whether there's a massive bull run or a downtrend, transaction fees typically will do really well during both of these periods. So now let's move on to some of their new products now that you know kind of what they do, and we're going to focus mainly on the ones that have created a better user experience. So number one, for businesses, they have Coinbase Prime, and this is a platform dedicated specifically for institutional customers like companies or banks to trade in cryptocurrencies. And then number two, for individuals, they have Coinbase Pro. that they just released, and this offers a far larger and more robust charting and trading experience, which allows its users to trade in digital assets such as images, videos, art, and music, so like NFTs, and they also charge a little bit less with this option. And then they also have Coinbase Custody for businesses, and this is a platform which helps the institutional customers with storage and security services for cryptocurrencies. And these services are mainly aimed at institutional investors such as hedge funds who own large amounts of Bitcoin and other currencies. And then they also have the USD coin, and this is a breakthrough product which consists of a stable coin that provides a user a simple way to trade in cryptocurrencies in exchange for US dollars. So every $1 is worth one USD coin. And when you buy these USD coins, then you can buy other currencies as well on the platform without the value changing so much as the US dollar does. So also they have a Coinbase Card, which is a Visa debit card that allows the user to spend the cryptocurrency anywhere and earn cryptocurrency as rewards. So that is very cool in my opinion. Instead of using travel rewards or getting cash back, you get cryptocurrency. So you can find all these mobile applications of Coinbase in Android and iOS as well, which is extremely easy to use. So now that we know what this company does, let's dive right into the financial reports. Coinbase generated $771 million in net income and $1.12 billion in adjusted EBITDA, which is earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization in the first quarter. And if it's able to maintain that pace for the balance of the year, which is a very dangerous assumption since the real results will likely be much higher or much lower than that, that would give it a $3.1 billion in earnings and $4.5 billion in adjusted EBITDA for the full year. At that hypothetical run rate, Coinbase is trading at 15 times earnings and 12 times adjusted EBITDA. This is a very good valuation for a company that has seen its platform transaction revenue soar 9-fold over the past year. So looking at the balance sheet and the assets and liabilities, nothing really jumps out as a red flag. They have roughly $2 billion in cash on hand. They have this asset called customer custodial funds for $6.2 billion, which are the funds it has in its account from its customers, but it's also listed as a liability since it's not actually owned by Coinbase, so that cancels out. Then we aren't really left with many liabilities compared to their assets, so that's definitely a good sign. Without the custodial funds listed under its liabilities, the total liabilities would be roughly $1.1 billion, so they would easily be able to pay all their liabilities off with the cash that they have in the bank. So as an intelligent investor, we must now look at some of the red flags of the company. So starting off with their revenues, since 90% of their revenues are based on transaction fees, that is a little scary because they can disappear just as easily. I'd like to see them bring in other streams of revenue because as competition grows, the fees are likely to get smaller, but they are on the right track as they do say in their reports, they do see a substantial growth in the custodial fees, earned campaign, and staking revenues. So the second red flag is that since Coinbase is a cryptocurrency trading platform, that depends entirely on international computers to function. So it's particularly attractive for cyber attacks, and if the hackers were to breach the company's security, it would materially damage its standing with its customers. For example, this happened in the past. In August of 2019, Coinbase announced that it was targeted by hackers in mid-June of that year, but the company's security team managed to block the attackers from attacking its platforms in any manner. And there are other ways for customers to protect all of their cryptocurrencies. For example, I personally use a Trezor. You guys can buy a Ledger. These are just external hardware devices that take the cryptocurrencies off of their platform and into your hands. So if you're buying and selling things on Coinbase, I highly recommend you use an external wallet, but as time goes on, Coinbase is always improving and hopefully they don't get hacked. The third risk is that financial regulations are likely to be imposed on cryptocurrency, and that would impact the exchanges like Coinbase. And it's still in the early stages of cryptocurrency regulation, but the complexity and evolving nature of the business likely imposes a major risk factor. The fourth red flag is that the company paid a $6.5 million fine for providing misleading information about its trading volumes to the regulatory authorities of the government. So this makes you question why they lied, but at the same time, $6.5 million fine out of a $2 billion bank account isn't really much to be worried about. And lastly, the company actually has no headquarters and operates completely online since the pandemic. So this can actually be seen as a positive as well if you think about the cost savings. So before I let you guys leave, I want to be clear that I'm not suggesting that Coinbase is the best platform to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. There are many other exchanges like Binance, EtherDelta, Kraken. I'm saying it may be worth investing in Coinbase because as the crypto market grows, so will Coinbase along with it. And the risks are high, but if you're already dabbling in cryptocurrencies, you already have skin in the game. Coinbase may have to cut its transaction fees as the marketplace grows more competitive, but it will remain a compelling way to play the entire cryptocurrency market. So, like always guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below and get some discussions going. See you all next time, and by the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so everything I say in my video is only for entertainment purposes only. It's not to be taken as financial advice, so please do your own due diligence, look up all the information I'm saying, see if it's true, just don't follow my investment advice blindly.